Part 5 of 7. The morning air was cooler now, tinged with the first hints of autumn. Miriam awoke to the quiet chirping of birds and the distant hum of a streetcar. She lay in bed a little longer than usual, listening to the rhythm of the city waking up, aware that the ordinary sounds themselves could offer comfort when attended to closely. She had learned that joy didn't need proof. You don't need to shout about your happiness for it to be real. The gentle caress of sunlight on her skin, the muffled sound of footsteps on the pavement below, the faint melody from an unseen radio, these were the threads that wove the fabric of her day. And each moment held a quiet beauty that resonated within her. After breakfast, she decided to visit the small community garden a few blocks from her apartment. She had walked past it countless times, but only recently had she begun to see its intricacies, the way leaves shifted in the sunlight, how bees navigated from flower to flower with silent diligence, and the subtle differences in color between one tomato plant and another. She lingered there, observing without interference, feeling a quiet sense of connection to the persistence of life. A child came running toward her, chasing a ball that had rolled under a nearby bench. She smiled and helped him retrieve it, exchanging a few words with his mother, who nodded her thanks before returning to her own work. These moments of brief, simple human connection filled her with warmth. They carried no obligation, no expectation of reward, only the genuine satisfaction of presence and attention. Later, Miriam returned home and prepared lunch, noticing with renewed appreciation how the sunlight filtered through the window, casting patterns across her kitchen table. She sliced vegetables, stirred grains, and garnished her meal with herbs she had tended herself. Each step was slow, deliberate, and intimate. She realized that mindfulness transformed mundane acts into meaningful rituals. Courage, too, could exist quietly in one's willingness to observe and engage fully with life. It wasn't always a grand gesture, a defiant shout, or an unapologetic declaration. Sometimes it was as simple as tending a tomato plant or engaging with the world around her. In the afternoon, she called her friend Layla again. This time, their conversation drifted naturally into shared memories of childhood, a blend of laughter, wistfulness, and recognition. Miriam felt the subtle joy of being understood without explanation, of sharing ordinary moments that carried a deeper emotional resonance when reflected upon. The easy cadence of their exchange left her feeling both grounded and expansive, as though her ordinary life could encompass an infinite array of small, meaningful experiences. By evening, Miriam settled into her chair with her notebook and sketchpad. She began sketching the corner of her balcony, focusing on the interplay of light and shadow on her plants, the delicate veins of basil leaves, the subtle curve of flower stems. As she drew, she reflected on the past week's quiet experiences, the library, the cafe, the community garden, the notes from friends, and her small daily rituals. Each had contributed to her evolving sense of self and understanding of joy. It was not something to be earned or proven, but to be noticed and nurtured within. Dinner followed, simple as always, yet rich with satisfaction. Miriam ate slowly, aware of flavors, textures, and aromas. Afterward, she washed the dishes, feeling the warmth of water and the smoothness of porcelain. Even these mundane tasks, when approached with attention, became meditative acts, a form of quiet courage that reinforced her growing contentment with life's simplicity. Before sleep, she reflected on her day, writing in her notebook and noting small triumphs and observations. The laughter of children, the persistence of plants, the care of neighbors, the tiny pleasures of art and food, all these contributed to a quiet rhythm that defined her world. Joy did not need proof. It existed in each act of noticing, each moment of presence, and each acknowledgement of life's persistent, delicate beauty. Why do you think we feel the need to prove our happiness? Why do you think Miriam felt compelled to prove her joy? Is it because of societal expectations or something else entirely? We often equate happiness with perfection, as if a flawless existence automatically translates into contentment. But here's the thing, real life rarely aligns with this standard. It's messy, unpredictable, and often far from perfect. Yet true happiness, I believe, blooms amidst this messiness. It thrives in the imperfections, the unexpected turns, and the challenges life throws our way. Think back to those times when you found joy in the midst of everyday life, the small moments that brought you contentment. Perhaps it was the warmth of the sun on your skin after a long, gloomy winter, or the sound of laughter echoing through your home. Maybe it was the vibrant colors of a sunset that made you stop in your tracks, or the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee. These moments, however simple, are where joy resides, not in some distant ideal, but right here, right now, in the everyday occurrences that we often take for granted. Here's the beautiful part. When we truly appreciate these moments, when we allow ourselves to bask in the warmth of the sun, to lose ourselves in the melody of laughter, to marvel at the hues of a sunset, or to savor the rich fragrance of coffee, we don't need to prove anything to anyone. We are experiencing joy in its rawest, most authentic form. And that, my friends, is more than enough. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us not lose sight of this simple truth. Let us find joy in the ordinary, celebrate the small victories, and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us every day. For it is in these moments, big and small, that life's richness unfolds and our happiness finds its truest expression. And now I'd love to hear from you. What brings you joy in your everyday life? What are those small, simple moments that make your heart sing and bring a smile to your face? Please share with us in the comments section below. Your stories might resonate with someone else who's going through a tough time, and they might find solace and strength in your experiences. Also, if you're enjoying these videos, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Your support means everything to me and keeps me motivated to keep creating more insightful content for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.